Hello, this is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, author, speaker, and strategist. And right now, I want to give you some tips that will help you make 2016 your best year ever. Enjoy. What's going on? This is Dr. Ferguson. I want to talk to you about how you can have your best year ever. First and foremost, let's look at changing your lifestyle, changing the style of your life. A lot of people say, man, what you need a lifestyle change. In my coaching business, I hear this all the time. People come to me and they say, well, I want a lifestyle change. I know I need to change my lifestyle. I need to change. Well, the trick is it's not about a lifestyle change. It's about a lifestyle that you can maintain. Case in point, I see a lot of people go out and get these devices that help you or kind of push you through social media and through accountability to work out more, like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch. And they see how many steps they can do a day. You get to pick what your goal is, 10,000 steps or 15,000 steps or 7,500 steps or whatever it is. Most people don't pick 30,000 steps out the gate or 20,000 steps out the gate. Why? Because they know that's something that they can't maintain. They know they can't maintain that thing. They need a small push. So they pick 5,000 steps a day. And once they do that, then they move themselves up to 10,000 steps a day. And then they move up to 15,000 until they hit critical mass. And then at that particular point, they need some coaching. But here's the difficult thing. One of my friends told me, Winston, was like, man, you need to kind of soften up a little bit in terms of your coaching and what you ask your clients. I said, why? Why should I soften up a little bit? I mean, I'm pushing them because I need them to do a certain thing, and that certain thing is reasonable. He says, man, don't you lose your keys? I said, man, I lose my keys all the time. He said, you lose your keys almost every day. I said, almost every day. He said, well, don't you think that's a problem? Is being as smart as you are that you can't seem to find your keys, or you don't know where you put your keys? I said, well, that might be a problem. He said, why don't you fix it? And I thought about it. Some issues or problems that some of us have, they're kind of hardwired. So I would need a coach to help me find my keys or to create a system in order to find my keys. But I don't think that my problem is that big for me to hire a coach to fix it. And that's what happens to a lot of us. We don't think that our problem is that big in order to hire a coach to fix it. Or we always find our way out of the problem. Like I've lost my keys plenty of times, but I've always seemed to find my keys. Even that time when I've been very frustrated and couldn't find my keys for 15, 20 minutes and was late to an appointment, I found my keys. But when I look at how much time over a 10-year period that I've wasted for looking for my keys, I really wasted a lot of time that I can't get back. But I still haven't hired a coach for it. And I still haven't necessarily fixed it. The hard part is recognizing when you have a problem, and recognizing when you have a problem that is fixable, and recognizing when you have a problem that you don't necessarily want to fix. You can't walk around and say, I can quit smoking anytime I want to. No, you can't. You can't, all right? You have an addiction. You're addicted to nicotine. There's something that goes on in your brain sometimes, behaviorally. You're addicted. You can't just stop on your own. I have a friend that went cold turkey. Yeah, your friend did. Your friend is an outlier, but most people need to go to a doctor. They need medication, they need gum, they need to be on a program, they need help in order to quit. They need to get into a cessation program. They need to take a step in the right direction that they can maintain for a little bit until they get the change that they're looking for. If you want to make this year your best year ever, the first thing you have to do is admit your stuff. My friend Dr. Boz Dreisinger said that. She said a lot of people just need to admit their stuff. She didn't use the word stuff, but I'm using stuff now. You just have to admit your stuff. So you got some stuff in your life that, sometimes you just have to admit, you have to admit where you're faulty. And then try to move yourself in a small way away from your particular problem or issue in order to change. There's a book I read in 2015, a book called Nudge. You gotta slowly nudge yourself in the right direction. Do something that you can maintain until you get the absolute change that you are looking for. Meaning, I bought a hook for my house that my daughter painted and we put it on the wall for my keys. I don't use it all the time, but I force myself to use it more. I'm using it more than I did before, and I'm losing my keys less. I made a small nudge and a small change in the right direction. You may smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day. You may want to move down to a pack and a half, or you might want to move down to a pack. It might be your goal to not smoke at all, but going from 0 to hero is very difficult. So move and nudge yourself in the right direction. And don't worry about making a lifestyle change. Worry about making a change that you can maintain. This is Dr. Ferguson. I want you to improve, poco a poco, a little by little. Just keep moving in the right direction. Just keep moving in the right direction. Like one of my friends told me, man, the key to finishing a marathon is left, right, repeat. As long as you don't stop, you will finish. Take care. This is Dr. Ferguson. Have a great day, and please nudge yourself over to www.coffeewithrhadi.com and get my book, Coffee with Rhadi, today, and make some small changes for a lifestyle that you would like to maintain.